Good afternoon and welcome to another Money Making Mom Scope. This afternoon we're going to be talking about how to build a killer email list. I'm going to share lots of practical ideas on how to get people to sign up for your email list. If you haven't done so already, I just need to give a little plug for my email list, and that is to go to MoneyMakingMomBook.com, MoneyMakingMomBook.com, where you can sign up for my free 5-day course on how I make a full-time income from home. And when you do this, this will also sign you up for our behind the scenes weekly email list, my Money Making Mom email list, where I share tips and tricks and tactics and techniques, things that I am learning and putting into practice as an online entrepreneur. So welcome, I'm so glad to have you all here. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal Payne and I am the founder of MoneySavingMom.com, and I have been an online entrepreneur for over 10 years, and I've learned a lot of things not to do and things to do, and I am honored to have the opportunity on Scope and through other opportunities to share what I've learned and to encourage you with ways that you can earn more money online. So I am the author of the book, Money Making Mom. If you have not read this book, you can go to the site I was just showing you, MoneyMakingMomBook.com, and you can read more about that book. So let's jump right into the content. Alrighty, so if you want to build a killer email list, the first thing that you need to ask yourself is, who is my market? Who do I want to market to? Because if you don't know who you want on your list, you're going to have trouble figuring out how to get them on your list, or you're going to get the wrong people on your list. So really ask yourself, who is my market? Who do you want to attract to your list? You need to define that first. And I encourage you to think long term. Think about, who are you going to want to market to down the road? Who are you going to want to create products for? Those are the people that you want on your list. So really ask yourself that. And we did a couple of scopes on the topic of what makes a killer email and how to be an email newsletter rock star. I'm not sure exactly the titles, but something along that. And so if you go to catch.me/MoneySavingMom, katch.me/MoneySavingMom, you can access those videos where I share more about what to put in your email list and how to be, how to do email marketing really effectively. But you got to get people on your list first, and this is a question that a lot of people ask, and so I thought, let's address this. So a couple of things that are really common are to create a freemium. And this basically means that you create something that is free that people get when they sign up for your email list. This is why you need to know who you want to sign up on your list, because you want to create a freemium, this freebie, that's going to attract those people. And so who do you want to attract? You're going to then create the freemium to attract those people. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. It could be something, it could be a challenge, like I have my Say Goodbye to Survival Mode challenge. I will show you that. I showed you just a minute ago how I have my free 5-day course on how I make a full-time income from home. That is a freebie that I offer, and that's when you sign up at MoneyMakingMomBook.com. That is a 5-day video course. Why did I do that? Because I want to attract people to my Money Making Mom list who want to make a full-time income. That is my ideal target. So my freemium, this 5-day video course on how I make a full-time income from home, that's to attract that kind of audience. However, I have another list that I built. Let me find the site just a second. Figure out which one it is. This one, when my book Say Goodbye to Survival Mode came out, if you see up there where I have, you can sign up for our free challenge, our Say Goodbye to Survival Mode challenge. I did this list and I created that list because I wanted to attract people who would be interested in my book, Say Goodbye to Survival Mode. And so by creating a Say Goodbye to Survival Mode 7-day challenge, I am targeting and attracting the people who are feeling like they're stuck in survival mode. So who do you want to attract? That is then who you're going to create the freemium for. Chalene Johnson has a great freemium. Let's see, 30 days push. I think I should have looked this up ahead of time. I was just thinking of that. Her 30-day push program. I got to find out where that is. Just a second. Now my computer is, just a second. Okay, Chalene's 30-day push challenge. This is free. This is one way that she builds her email list. This is at 30daypush.com. I went through this whole series, and this was really how I first started paying attention to Chalene and what she's doing. And now I have watched her scope, signed up for her podcast, and paid attention to a lot of stuff that she's doing. But one thing that you'll notice with that is a video series where every single day you get a video in your email. The beauty of it is that I think it will really encourage those of you who feel like, well, I don't have the money to invest in hiring somebody to come do video and editing and putting this all together. If you watch Chalene's program, she, a lot of these she did just with her laptop. And she just sat down and filmed it with her laptop. She opened up her video program and she filmed them. And so you don't have to have it be this amazingly professionally done thing. So think about something that is hooky, something that people are going to want immediately. That's what's most important. You don't want something that they're going to think, oh, that would be nice someday to have. No, they want it something that they'll want immediately. And so think about that when you're creating your freemium. Okay, so then once you've created this and you've created your email list, I'm going to give you a bunch of ideas of ways to build your email list. Put a link at the bottom of your post. Here's an example of what you can do. So you can just even put something like this. Do you see this where it says, if you enjoy this article, get our email updates. It's free. And you can put something like this at the bottom of every single one of your posts. You can also just put this on the bottom of your top 100 posts. We've talked about what are the top 100 posts that drive the most traffic to your site. Put it on those posts at least. You can create a vertical pin on Pinterest. We've talked a lot about Pinterest. Create a vertical pin on Pinterest that advertises your freemium. And then you post that on Pinterest to multiple group boards, and you put it in your lineup of things that you strategically pin every few weeks or every few days, depending upon how many boards you're on. And you're pinning this so it says, sign up for my list and get this for free. You can print out whatever the freebie is, if it's something like, printables, or something that people could see that you could print out. You could print it out and post it on Instagram and say, when you sign up for my free email list, you'll get this for free. Make sure that you use the Facebook subscribe button or the sign up button. I'll show you. So on Facebook, they have the option that you can do the sign up button over here. This literally took me less than 2 minutes to set up. So easy. When you click on this button on my Facebook page, let me see. Oh, I can't do it because, let me see if it'll show you. I can't do it, sorry, because I'm logged in. I didn't realize I have to be logged out. But it's super, and it pops up and then people sign up for your email list. Or it can redirect them to a page. Another great way to get the word out about your email list and about this freemium that you've created is to submit it to sites that will post about freebies. So my site, MoneySavingMom.com, I post about freebies all the time. I will post almost every day. I post at least 2 freebies that is some kind of printable or menu planner or educational freebie or some kind of challenge or something. And those are other bloggers who have created these freebies and they're building their list with that. And I'm happy to promote that. So find people who promote those kinds of freebies and submit it to them and ask them if they will post about it. You can also send out an email with pre-written tweets to anyone you know who is online and say, hey, I have this new freebie. I was wondering if you could post about it. Here are some pre-written tweets that you can use. Super easy for people to copy and paste and post that on Twitter and help you out a little bit. Another thing is you can point to it on your scopes. So if you will notice on my scopes, I'm always encouraging you to go somewhere on my site or somewhere and sign up because I want to get people from my scopes to my site. That is the goal. Get people from your scopes to your site. Tell people why they need to subscribe. This is important when you don't just say, get this for free, but give them a reason, some kind of hooky reason why they should subscribe. Make it front and center on your site. So somewhere really obvious. So I showed you my Money Making Mom book site, and you do have to scroll down just a little bit. There's the first part of the site, and you do have to scroll down a little bit. But if you go to my site, Money Saving Mom, right now you will see that there is this, and it says, want to make a full-time income from home? Sign up here. So it's right front and center when you go to my site. If you go to my mobile site, MoneySavingMom.com, on a mobile device, you'll see it's right there at the top. So if you click on my Periscope profile, my website is right there. And when you click, that's the first thing you're going to see. So getting people from your scope to sign up for your email list, from your Pinterest, from your Facebook, from your Instagram, from your Twitter, even people who are just on your site, getting them to sign up. That is the most important thing. You want people on your list because they're not just a passerby, they're a passenger. They're along with you. Link to it in your post. So in your post, if you are writing a post that has content that you could plug your freebie, link to it in your post. Tease it on Facebook. So maybe it's a menu planner and you can tease that, or you can tease your email list. So if you have an email list that goes out every single week on a certain day, you can say, tomorrow I'm going to be talking about these 3 things, or I'm going to share these 3 tips for this. Be sure to sign up here. So tease it on your Facebook. Cross-promote with other bloggers. Maybe you have some other blogging friends who they would love to help promote you, and you could promote them, and so you cross promote. So they promote your email list and your freebie, and you promote their email list and their freebie. You can do this with multiple people, and it's a great way to be able to build your email list. On your popular post, make sure that especially on those top 100 posts that get the most traffic, that you're plugging your email list. You can plug it at the top and at the bottom, or even in the middle of the post. Get those people over to your email list. And creating content around your freebie. That is a great way. So for instance, just last week I did a post that was about making money, and it was answering someone's questions. And so I'm going to point people in that post to sign up for my free 5-day course on how I make a full-time income from home. Everything you do, whether it's scope, whether it's an interview, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's social media, whether it's a podcast, whether it's, you have a booth at some expo, whatever you do, point people to your email list. Get people from just being a kind of passive to active. That is the thing. Always drive people to an opt-in page. And if possible, change up your freebie every few months. This gives new life. It breathes new life into your email list and your freebie, and it gives you a way to be able to re-promote it again. That's right, Cynthia, just promote, promote, promote. Now, you don't want to beat a dead horse and you want to mix things up, but you also don't want, you want to tell people about it. If you have put the time and effort and work into it and it's something that's valuable, you want to let people know that it exists. You don't just want to have it up there. You need to be the one to market it and let people know and tell them the value. So when I talk about my free 5-day course at MoneyMakingMomBook.com, I'm going to tell you, go sign up for my free 5-day course on how I make a full-time income from home. And then I'm going to say, and when you sign up, you will be added to our weekly email list where you will get my tips and tricks and tactics and behind the scenes peek at how we're running our business and what's working for me. So I'm telling you why you should sign up. I'm not just saying you get the free 5-day course, which is very valuable, but then there's this other reason to sign up, and that's because you get on this list that's behind the scenes. So when I talk about it, I'm not just saying go sign up. I'm telling you to go sign up, but I'm also telling you why you should go sign up. Another great thing that you can do is you can ask your list what they want. So when you're nurturing your list, we've talked about what to put in your email list, but a great thing is to say, hey, I'm thinking about doing a new freebie to offer to everyone who subscribes and to build my list. Would you like this, this, or this? Or you can say, I'd love your suggestions. I did this just recently on my Makeover Your Mornings list. This is a special email list that I have just for people who have purchased my Makeover Your Mornings course. That's at makeoveryourmornings.com. And I asked them, I said, I'm thinking of doing some other courses. What would you love to see? What kinds of courses would you love to have? Now, this wasn't a freebie. This was just asking for product ideas, but I got so many great ideas. And so listening to my list gave me so much input to help me decide what kinds of products should I do in the future. You got to comment, Lindy. Yay. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, I would love to try to answer them. I know I've just been throwing out all sorts of information because I had so much written that I wanted to share. I need to do like a 25 ways to build your email list post because there's so much here. But remember that the very important thing is not just to build your list by adding new people to your list, but make sure that you nurture that list. You want to share so much helpful information with that list that one, people are going to want to stay on the list. They're not going to unsubscribe. But two, that people are going to share with others about subscribing to your list, that they're going to be forwarding on the email to other people so that they're going to want to subscribe too. Tips for product-based businesses growing their email list. I think it's the same thing. Who is your product? What is your product? Who is it for? And really think about that. What kind of market do you want for your product? And then those are the people that you want to attract to your list. And in my other scopes, I talked about the importance of really building a relationship, and that when you send an email out to your list, make sure that it's not just all salesy. Write the email like you would write an email to a good friend, because you want to build a relationship with those people. How often do you send things out to your list? I really feel like it's wise to email once a week. I think you can email more than that, but I think once a week is really great. Fewer times than once a week, and it feels like that people kind of disengage and they forget who you are. I know there are some lists that they only do it once a month, but I feel like every single week people know you're going to show up in their inbox at a certain time. So that's what I found to be helpful. I think that you have to, once a week seems ideal. You have to figure out what works for you. Are you business with Amazon? I see those posts. Are you an affiliate with Amazon? Is that what you're referring to? If so, yes, I'm going to refer an affiliate with Amazon, and that's a great way. And we talked about affiliate marketing in the past, but Amazon is a great way to be promoting things because they have everything. Do you do it on the same time every week? I do it same day, same time for my email list. So right now, I have just 2 regular email lists that are weekly email lists, and that is my Makeover Your Mornings email list, and those are for people who have purchased Makeover Your Mornings at makeoveryourmornings.com. That's my 14-day online course on how to revolutionize your productivity, start your mornings well. So those go out on Saturday morning, really early on Saturday morning, because we found that people have time on the weekends to just kind of dig in and pay attention and read emails, and that's not a really popular time for a lot of emails to go out because most stores and companies aren't sending marketing emails out that. So Saturday morning, really early, my Makeover Your Mornings email goes out, and then my Money Making Mom list, which you can sign up for at moneymakingmombook.com. My Money Making Mom list, that goes out on Wednesday evenings. We just wanted to make sure that we had some space in between because I write the emails and they take me quite a bit of time, and so I didn't want to have to do them back to back. But also it allows me to kind of put some newsy information in there, and if I write them right back to back, it's kind of going to be the same if it's the same day, but if it's a few days in between, then I have some other newsy life information to share. So the Money Making Mom email list goes out on Wednesday evenings. I'm getting ready to start another email list. I promised my team it will be my last email list, and that is for anyone who has signed up for any download on my site. We have a bunch of email addresses right now who we collected over the past few years that we're not doing anything with, which we really should be doing something with. And so we're going to start just a weekly letter from me that's just going to be like the Crystal Payne email, and we're going to start that in the next few weeks, and then we're going to be growing that as well. So that will be people who just want inspiration and encouragement. It won't be about making money. It will be more about just living with intention and life stuff and behind the scenes stuff, and just a real personal email. So we're starting that. I also have an email list that goes out every single afternoon that is just a compilation of all of my blog posts, and that is automatic, and that is you can sign up for that at MoneySavingMom.com, and that's just all the blog posts from the last day. So there's no newsy anything in there. It's just the blog posts. So some people who they like to get blog posts in their email versus having to remember to go to a blog or check out a Facebook page or something, that's how they can get it. And so that's at MoneySavingMom.com. You've got great things going on. Thanks, Jessica. We're super excited. I actually said no to a bunch of stuff the last 6 weeks because I felt like there was a lot of stuff on my plate that I was doing that was not really bringing me joy. Kind of like when we did the life-changing magic of tidying up, I realized there was a lot of stuff, a lot of responsibilities in my life that weren't bringing me joy. And so I actually nixed a bunch of stuff and just said, I'm going to focus on the few things in my life that I really am passionate about and that really bring me joy. And even though the experts say, well, you need to be doing this, and you need to be doing this, and you need to be doing this, I'm going to say, I'm just going to do what brings me joy and be okay if I don't make as much money because of that, or I don't have as much traffic or whatever, because I just want to focus on those few things that are really life-giving for me. So anyway, in saying no to a bunch of things, I was able to then really free up some brain space so that I feel like I am now able to say, what are those few things that I want to do? And for me, that's been producing products, doing Periscope, and writing. Those are the few things. I want to be a community engager. By that I mean responding to comments on social media and on my blog, and the emails, as many as them that come in that I can respond to, as well as a content creator. And I want to be a strategist. Those are the few things that I want to be. And most importantly, I want to be a wife and a mom. And so saying no to a bunch of things has allowed me to say yes to those few things that are life-giving and bringing me joy. So that was a little bit of a tangent, but that's where I'm at. So it might seem like I've got a bunch of stuff going on, but it's because I said no to a bunch of other things. What product do you use for sending out emails? We did a scope where I talked more about that. I would suggest trying a Mad Mimi, M-A-D-M-I-M-I, Mad Mimi. I would suggest that for starting out. You can do, I think it's this, people told me 2,000 emails. You can have 2,000 email addresses without paying. So it's a great way to test it out. We personally use Infusionsoft for our the personal emails, the Money Making Mom email, and the Makeover Your Mornings email, because we use that to deliver our product, our digital products. I think somebody said 2,000. Is it 200 or is it 2,000? Let me know if you guys know, because I don't know. So we use Infusionsoft, which is a lot more expensive, but it's a lot more robust. So we're using that right now. And then we also use Email Direct, which is also very expensive, for sending out my daily email newsletters of just my blog feed. That's pretty much all automated. MailChimp. Okay, so does anyone know about Mad Mimi? If you get a certain number for free. MailChimp is one that a lot of people also have highly recommended. So I would recommend, if you want to do like a feed from your site, I really like, now I gotta say FeedBlitz. That's right. I was like, FeedBurner, Feedly? No, FeedBlitz. FeedBlitz is a great, inexpensive service to use if you're just wanting to do your blog feed. You can customize it, you can put ads in it, that sort of thing. If you're wanting to send out a more customized email list, which is what I would highly recommend, then I would say check out MailChimp or Mad Mimi for starters. I know you can have one list with Mad Mimi for free. On MailChimp, can you have multiple targeted lists? That would, I would love to know that. You love Mad Mimi because you're tech dumb. I would need Mad Mimi. I'm very tech dumb. I am so not techie. It's hilarious that I blog and do this online stuff. I'm very strategic, but I'm not techie. Are your past scopes available to view? Yes. So if you want to learn anything about social media, that's the thing that I love, social media and online marketing. They are at catch.me/MoneySavingMom. And then I'm also doing on my Money Making Mom email newsletter, I'm doing kind of recaps where I go a little bit deeper and a little bit more organized than my scopes. I've been giving some recaps. So like the one that went out this week was how to be a Pinterest rock star. And I took, my assistant took my scope and then she turned it into a really comprehensive, helpful email newsletter with tips and links and all of that. So if you want more of an organized written form, make sure to go to moneymakingmombook.com and sign up for my free 5-day course, because then you'll get on my Money Making Mom email newsletter. MailChimp just updated with automation. So automation is that, oh, Stacey, you're kind. So that's RSS automation on MailChimp. So you could have, so somebody help me out. Could you have RSS automation, one list for that? And could you have, could you send an email out to that list as well that's like a personalized email? I'm assuming you can, but let me know if you can. Do you know if you embed scopes to your site, will it slow down your site? I have had a really hard time figuring out how to embed scopes. I see other people do it. Thank you guys. So yes, you can. So that would be ideal. If you can do the RSS feed plus the personal emails, that's what you really want. I've had trouble embedding the scopes because I wanted to get the comments on there, and for some reason it's been fussy for me, so I haven't tried doing much with that. So I don't know, maybe someone else. You can embed catch videos. Did it slow down your site? And drip campaigns, Misty's talking about drip campaigns. If you don't know what drip campaigns are, those are very, very, very wise to set up once you kind of get your feet wet with email marketing. And that would be a drip campaign is where when someone signs up for something, so they sign up for an email list, it automatically sends them a series of emails. So I'll give you an example of a drip campaign that we have set up. So if you go to makeoveryourmornings.com, makeoveryourmornings.com, this is my 14-day online course. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you can sign up for free access to day 1. So if you want to check out the course, but you're not sure whether it's for you, you don't want to commit to paying the $17 for the course right now, you can sign up for the free day 1 access. Well, then guess what happens? When you sign up for the free day 1 access, you are put into a drip campaign, which that means that you will get 3 emails. So you'll get an email that kind of follows up with you, and then another email a few days later, and then another email. So I don't personally hand send those out. It's all automated and it sends it out. So it's to encourage you. We know you're interested because you signed up for day one. And so then maybe you just forgot. Maybe you thought, I'm going to go and I'm going to purchase, but I just didn't get a chance to yet. So the drip campaign is a great way. If you have downloadable products, it's a great thing to set up because it allows you to be marketing to people in your sleep. Because once it's set up, you don't do anything else. We also have like a welcome series. So if people sign up for my, well, we have that for the Money Making Mom email newsletter, but also if people sign up for my Money Saving Mom newsletter, there's a welcome campaign. So they're going to get a few emails that's kind of like, hi, we saw you just signed up. Here's a little bit more about me, because some people don't have a clue. And so it's really great to set those up and to customize your welcome emails. So a lot of the newsletters will have them where it's just kind of the standard email that goes out. If you can customize that and you can get people to follow you on social media, you can tell them a little bit more of your backstory, you can just nurture the relationship from the get-go, that's a really great thing to do. There's so much that you can do with the drip campaigns. It's really, really, really cool. So for instance, on Makeover Your Mornings, if you sign up, if you haven't purchased after 2 weeks, you get a special offer in your email that's to encourage you to actually take the step to purchase. And so that drives sales, and then we can watch how many people sign up for the free day, how many people actually purchase, and how many people don't purchase, and we can track all of that, and it's really cool. I geek out on that sort of stuff. We're actually getting ready to do a lot more of that sort of thing, because like I said no to a lot of things so I could say yes to some of these things that are life-giving. So you just got one of those from another site. It's fun to also just sometimes sign up for people's email list and see what they're doing or what they're not doing. And I learn a lot and get inspired a lot by doing that. Geek out from a non-techie. I know I can geek out on a few things. Total tangent here, but I posted about Ticket to Ride, the game, and I said it's not strategic enough for me. And all these people commented and they're like, oh, it's super strategic. It's super strategic. And I was like, you have to understand that I'm the kind of person that I have 55 different things on Facebook that I'm geeking out watching all the strategy on at once. So Ticket to Ride, the game, when it's like you have like 4 different strategic things you can do, it's just not enough layers of strategy for me. Which one would you recommend subscribing to in addition to yours? That's a great question. A couple of email newsletters that I love are one I will show you. Here's another example. Total tangent too, but if you see, so when I went to click away from the Makeover Your Mornings page, we have an exit pop-up, and this exit pop-up is offering them day one. This is the only place that I use a pop-up. Pop-ups are very effective, but they're also very annoying. So because this is a product page, oh my goodness, see all those fingerprints on my computer, how awful and embarrassing. Anyway, this exit pop-up only comes up when you push to exit. And because this is a product page and people aren't gonna probably be coming to this every day, or that would be weird, I'm okay with an exit pop-up here. Okay, anyway, that was a random tangent. So one email newsletter that I love is Amy Lynn Andrews. Let me see if my internet will work. Okay, here we go. Amy Lynn Andrews, she has an email newsletter called the Newsletter. So her site is amylynnandrews.com. There you go. The Newsletter that you can sign up for, and every single Saturday morning you will get an email with tips on basically online marketing and strategy and blogging. So this is one that I really love, and I love that it comes at the same time every single week. And she does a very great job of giving you organized and highly helpful information in a short, succinct way. So that's amylynnandrews.com. Another one that I love, now hers is not really super personable, but it's very, very, very like hard-hitting and very organized and lots of helpful links. Okay, another one that I love that is not, it is not at all anything to do with marketing, but it's The Skin. I love the Skim. It's a daily email newsletter every weekday that skims the news from the past day and gives it to you in like bite-sized, very fun, succinct format. And that is at theskim.com. There are 2 M's in Skim. So the Skim is one that I really love, and it's fun to get, and they do it every single weekday. So that is a fun one that I read almost every single time when it comes in my email inbox. Another newsletter that I love is Lisa Jo Baker. Let me see on her site where she has the sign up for it. It's not super obvious on her site, but lisajobaker.com. I think it's on her sidebar. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, I think it's over there on her sidebar where you can get the ebook when you sign up. I love her email newsletter because it's just so personal and it's so fun, and she shares like different things of just recently I've loved this book, and it's just fun. Tish Oxenrider, her site is theartofsimple.net. I was just on there the other day and her email newsletter wasn't as obvious. Let me pull this up. Okay, let's see if I can find where you sign up. I think that hers is just where it says newsletter. I think that's what it is. So, yes. So hers is called The Quietest Chambers, and she said, and this is at theartofsimple.net, and hers is just like a very personal newsy letter, and it comes once a month. So I would love it if it came more often, because sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm like, what is this when it shows up in my inbox? But I love it because she'll recommend products and that sort of thing. Another one that I love is from Jen Hatmaker. Let me see if I can find. Hers is, if you know who Jen Hatmaker is, she is hilariously funny, and here we go. Okay, so her site is jenhatmaker.com, and here's her email sign up right here. And she usually shares, Stacey, you're super kind. It's been a work in progress, let's just say. So I'm sharing with you what I'm learning at the same time. Jen is funny, and she always shares products that she loves and kind of helpful links, and it's just this newsy letter that feels like it's just from a friend. And that's really what I feel like as women, especially if you're marketing to women, that's what you want to go for. You want to be doing it like it's just a friendly letter from their friend showing up in their email inbox, because so much of the stuff has just become so commercialized. And I think people are just craving the realness and the authenticity. So if you can bring that in your email newsletter while at the same time being you and your unique perspective, like Stacey, if she wrote this email newsletter that wasn't kind of a little bit, sorry Stacey, but I was going to say a little bit maybe snarky or sassy or something. Stacey, I hope that doesn't bother you if I say that. But if she were to write this kind of like super flowery and boss campish email newsletter, we'd be like, what is going on, Stacey? Because that's not her personality and that's not her brand. And so be you and do you, but also make sure that you is authentically you, because that's what people are going to connect with. Your college professors called you sassy. I think sassy and snarky, like kind of sassy with the side of snark, done well, is so great. That's what people want you to be you. And so that's what we love you for. So be you, do you, and nurture your list in a way that is you, and have people connect with you as a person. Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to sound like someone else. Don't try to write like someone else. Be inspired by other people, and then go and take that inspiration and apply it to who you are at your core. People want honesty. Oh, Stacey, you're so sweet. You are so sweet. I love Periscope, and I love the way that it allows us to be able to connect with people. Like, I sort of kind of knew Stacey, but Periscope has allowed us to really connect, and that's been so fun. And I love that because we can connect with people in a way that we wouldn't get to connect with on other social media forms. So anyway, okay, call you sassy Stacey. All right, that was enough about email newsletters. One last plug for mine. If you haven't signed up, go to MoneyMakingMomBook.com and sign up for my free 5-day video course on how I make a full-time income from home. And that signs you up for also my Money Making Mom email newsletter, where I share lots more tips and tricks like this in a more organized and less squirrely fashion. So hope you have a wonderful day, and I will be back on for a very quick minute tonight to announce the winners of the books from this scope this morning. And I was also going to say that I don't know what next week is going to look like as far as scopes go, but I know that I'm not going to go dark because I would miss you guys too much. But I'm going to be at my family's house, and then our family will be staying at a hotel some, so we will just see. But I will definitely be on scope some. Maybe I'll do some quick tips or something, but probably not having afternoon long sessions like this. But anyway, thanks so much for showing up, and I hope you have a great afternoon.